What is the number one sales question? That is the most powerful question that a salesperson can use. We wanted to find out. There are so many questions that can be asked. What are your requirements? Is there a budget allocation? How satisfied are you with your existing solution? What are you looking for in a new supplier? How will the decision be made? Who will make and shape the decision? And why will the decision be made? These are just some of the questions. There are so many questions that can be asked, but what is the number one question for salespeople? Well, we wanted to find out. We were looking for a question that was universal, that could be applied across industries, that could be applied across the sales cycle, from the lead generation through to the closing, through to account management even. And we wanted a question that would engage senior decision makers, that would connect with the buyer's strategy. And we wanted a question which would meet the greatest challenge perhaps, which is to move the conversation off price and onto value. After much consultation and debate, we found what we believe is the most important question for salespeople to ask. It may surprise you. The question is, what does success for you look like? It goes to the very core of what the buyer is trying to achieve. It's the ultimate why question. As salespeople, we need to understand our buyer's definition of success. We need to understand how our buyers will measure success. And we need to understand what business metrics or drivers are most important for the customer. Our objective as salespeople is to link our solution to the buyer's success. That may be the success of a team, a department, a function, a facility, or the business overall. Success is the ultimate motivation. What does success look like? Well, we ask the question that way because we want to help the buyer to envision his success. In that way, it's positive and future focused. That's quite motivational. By asking the question about success, we're getting the buyer thinking. We're engaging on a whole new level with the buyer. Something that's likely to surprise him greatly. And it's not a conversation that most other salespeople will have. When you get the buyer talking about success, that immediately brings up the topic of key success factors, risks or barriers to success. These are important in terms of how we position our solution. Defining success gets purchase orders signed. In this age of budgetary controls and procurement procedures, it's essential that the buyer can define clearly why the purchase is being made, and that centres on the definition of success. But the definition of success may vary from stakeholder to stakeholder, so it's vitally important that the success question is asked of all the stakeholders in turn. So, what does success look like? Can you answer that question for all of your customers and prospects?